What if the secret to saving $200 every single month in 2026 wasn't a new app, a side hustle, or a complicated budget, but habits your grandparents used just to survive? Habits built during the hardest economic time in modern history, the Great Depression. These weren't tips, they were lifelines. And today they might be exactly what we need again. This is The Lost Taste, and today we're uncovering 7 Great Depression habits that will save you $200 a month in 2026. Stay with me, because one of these could change how you live starting tonight. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you believe old school wisdom still works. Let's start with something simple, but powerful. Cooking once, eating 3 times. Back then, nobody cooked just for one meal. A single pot of beans, stew, or roasted chicken wasn't dinner. It was a system. Day 1, the main meal. Day 2, leftovers turned into something new. Day 3, whatever remained became soup or hash. This habit alone can cut grocery bills dramatically. Instead of buying ingredients for multiple meals, you stretch one into 3. For example, a whole chicken becomes roasted chicken, then sandwiches, then broth for soup. That's not just saving money, that's multiplying it. And here's the question for you. How often do you cook something and only eat it once? Think about that, using every scrap, the waste nothing rule. During the Depression, throwing food away wasn't just wasteful, it was unthinkable. Vegetable peels became broth. Stale bread became pudding or stuffing. Bacon grease was saved and reused. Today, we casually throw away things that still have value. But if you start saving scraps, even just onion skins, bones, or leftover vegetables, you can create free meals out of what you used to throw away. This isn't extreme, it's efficient. And over a month, that adds up fast. Buying ingredients, not products. This one is huge. Depression-era families didn't buy meals. They bought flour, beans, rice, potatoes, raw ingredients. Why? Because processed food didn't exist the way it does today, and it's more expensive. When you shift from buying boxed meals to basic ingredients, your grocery bill drops immediately. A bag of rice can feed you for days. A bag of potatoes becomes multiple meals. This habit alone can easily save you $50 to $100 a month. The meat is flavor, not the meal. Mindset. Here's something that might surprise you. Meat wasn't the center of the plate. It was the seasoning. A small piece of salt pork could flavor an entire pot of beans. A single ham bone could feed a family. Today, we build meals around large portions of meat, which is one of the most expensive parts of groceries. But if you flip that mindset, using meat to enhance instead of dominate, you instantly reduce costs without sacrificing flavor. Now let me ask you something. Would you be willing to eat less meat if it meant saving serious money every month? Let me know in the comments. Fixing before replacing. If something broke, they fixed it. Clothes were patched. Shoes were repaired. Furniture was reinforced. Today, we replace things almost automatically. But that habit quietly drains money. Learning to repair simple things, or even just delaying replacement, can save hundreds over time. Even something as small as sewing a tear instead of buying new clothing adds up. It's not about being old-fashioned. It's about being intentional. Growing something, even just a little. During the Depression, gardens weren't hobbies, they were survival. But here's the modern version. You don't need land. A few herbs on a windowsill, a small tomato plant, or even green onions regrown in water can reduce grocery costs. It might not seem like much, but it builds a mindset of producing instead of only consuming. And that shift matters more than the amount. The use what you have first rule. This might be the most powerful habit of all. Before buying anything new, Depression-era households looked at what they already had. A pantry wasn't storage, it was inventory. Meals were built from what was available, not what was craved in the moment. Today, we often shop first and think later. But reversing that, checking your fridge, freezer, and pantry before spending, can eliminate unnecessary purchases completely. So now, let's put it all together. If you cook once and eat 3 times, stop wasting scraps. Buy ingredients instead of products. Reduce meat portions. Fix instead of replace. Grow even a little food. And use what you already have. You're not just saving money. You're changing your entire relationship with it. And that's how people survived one of the hardest times in history. Now here's the real question. Which of these habits could you actually start this week? Not all 7, just 1. Because 1 habit turns into 2. 2 turn into a lifestyle. And before you know it, you're saving money without even thinking about it. If this video opened your eyes, make sure to like, subscribe to The Lost Taste, and share this with someone who wants to live smarter, not harder. And remember, this video is educational and based on historical practices. Always adapt habits to your personal situation and needs. Stay resourceful, and I'll see you in the next video.